Hello everyone and welcome to another Flesh and Blood video. Today we are showing you the newest Armory Deck Hala. This is the flashiest hero around. It's a warrior and it has a beautiful art by Federico Musetti, which is Italian, so lots of Italian pride over here on Mengu's workshop. Of course, we're gonna play this new hero. It has a very nice mechanic to sharpen her blade. I'm gonna show you what it is afterwards, but first, I'm going to show you my guest here. In front of me, we have Simon Nielsen.
Hi, I am Simon, and I am coming in from Denmark yet again. I've been looking so much forward to coming here and playing Flesh and Blood with you.
Yes, and what do you have? What deck did you bring?
I decided that in order to challenge Hala the best I possibly could, I'm bringing -IO. This is a hero that's been winning tournaments left and right. It's a mechanologist that plays items off the top of its deck and just gets so much value. And this exists as an Armory deck too. So just with this deck and the €50 upgrade, we have a tournament-ready deck to face that Hala.
Exactly, because today we aren't just playing the Armory deck, we improved them. €50 budget to get some very big improvement to your deck. So let's go and let's show you the improvement. I have Brave Forge Braces, which is a legendary, very cheap though, so you can improve your deck with it quite easily. And then you have Blade Flurry, only one copy because you have to fit a €50 budget, but of course you can play up to 3 of that. And then I'm gonna upgrade my defense reaction with Sink Below over some of the worst defense reaction. I'm gonna upgrade the Pump Spell and the Blue. So these are my changes. What about you, Simon?
Yeah, so you can see that I have just a ton of cards here. The most important thing is the Spark of Genius Techno Core. That's just so important for upgrading your Dash Armory deck. I'm doing my equipment, less block value, just more aggressive. And you can see I have more cards coming in than I have coming out. And that's because in order to prevent Mengu from just blocking me out and me running out of cards in deck, I'm presenting 69 cards into you.
All right. Of course, you can buy these decks at your store, but also you can find them on CARDTRADER. CARDTRADER is sponsor of the show alongside Heavy Play. Thank you so much for the sponsor of the show. Make sure to check out in the description. And of course, also a shout out to LSS, the company that makes this deck, that believes so much in the project of Play the Game, See the World, which is the biggest reason why I love Flesh and Blood. Simon, we are going to Auckland in New Zealand in just a few months, and I'm very, very excited for that. Let's go! Let's head to the game. All right, let's begin. As always, when you watch a Flesh and Blood game, don't be overwhelmed by the game pieces. The game just started. This is my equipment, this is my hero, and this is my weapon. And same goes for Simon. You start from 36, I'm starting from 40.
Yeah, my hero is so powerful that it needs to be nerfed a little bit with the life total.
That's true.
You'll see why. You'll see why.
Do you want to do odd or even?
I'm go odd. I choose odd,
Ooh,
yeah.
2 dice odd, that's risky.
For the comments on YouTube, yeah.
The comments will be, okay, odd.
Yeah, okay, you know what? I will let you start so I can go aggressive at your face.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because in Flesh and Blood, it's not clear, you know, who starts. Sometimes you win the die roll and you don't know what to do. I think if I win the die roll, though, I would have chosen to go first because I want to set up my my Hala sharpens and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fair, but the sharpens go away in a turn, so we'll see.
Let me start with Edict of Steel. This is a warrior action. This says, sharpen target sword. That means that I'm just going to put a counter on my sword, which says, if this has been sharpened this turn, the first attack gains go again. Now it says if you control 1 or more +1 counter, I get a flurry token. And a flurry token is very powerful. It says when you activate a weapon, you sack this and you may attack with it 1 more time. So now I go again and I can attack 1 more time. So I'm going to use this blue here and I'm going to attack with Zenith Blade for 4 go again. And I'm going to destroy this flurry token, which grants this ability to attack again.
Okay, so that is, you know, completely nut start to Hala here. So essentially what you're going to do with this card, you get to attack with just 2 cards for like 8 or even 9 damage. And
exactly, I have the Brave Forge Bracers, which is going to pump the Zenith Blade next to attack.
So I can block this with 2 cards, and I think I'm going to check the top card of my deck, which is what Dash lets me do. At all points. It's like Future Sight if you've played Magic. And, okay, that does help me make my decisions. So I think I just block 6 on the first attack.
All right, so you overblock this attack, and that's fine by me. This goes to the grave because it's an action. I will, once again, place an attack with Zenith Blade for 4. This time, it does not have go again.
Yeah, and once again, I'm against Warrior, so I just block as much as I can in case there's attack reactions.
Yes, of course, because in Flesh and Blood, at the turn 0, you redraw your hand. That's why Simon chose to go second. Actually, I have an attack reaction. For 1 mana, I'm going to play Deadly Display, which gives this +3, and it leaks 1 damage through, so you go to 35. And because I dealt you damage, I get to play a Flurry token. That way I can start the turn with a nice little Flurry token, and then I have an Arsenal card, and I pass the turn to you.
I will just have to draw up the full 4 here and see what my deck can bring me.
Yeah, again, sometimes, for example, Dash chooses to play. I would assume that you chose to play, but if you chose to play first and you opened this hand, maybe it would have just been very bad. So I think you made a great choice. In going second.
It's just 4 reds, yeah. All right, so I start my turn here. The very first thing you do at every Dash turn is that you check the top card of your deck. And this one, it's not the best.
Okay.
I think, honestly, I'm just going to do a bit of a setup turn here. So I'll play a Boom Grenade. So this is an item that says I crank it. It enters with 1 Steam counter, but I can remove the Steam counter to get my action point back. So it's an item action, so it costs me the action point to play it, but I can get it right back if I remove the Steam counter. We'll see counters flying all around when we play Dash, because my Symbiosis Shot is a weapon that gets a counter every time I play an item. So now I have this Boom Grenade in play, and all it says is the next time I would deal damage to you, well, it pops and deals you 3 damage. But it's going to go away at the start of my turn if I can't remove a Steam counter from it. But that's all good. I just wanted that card out of my hand.
So you crank this.
Yes, I cranked this, got my action point back, and now I'll play another item here. It's the Teklo Pounder. This one is quite powerful for blue. So it comes in with 3 Steam counters. It does not have crank, so my turn is going to be over here. But it says once per turn, when I boost the card, I remove a Steam counter and the attack gets +2. What boosting means? We'll see that in a minute. This one gets another counter as another item enters, and I pass the turn.
All right, my hand is a little bit blue heavy, but I think I can make it work. I'm starting by playing the Brimming Blade, which is a Majestic from this deck. And it says, sharpen target sword you control twice. So the Zenith Blade is going to get 2 counters. And then I am going to spend 1 mana and attack with my Zenith Blade, which comes in for 5, go again, and it can attack an additional time.
And you can attack again.
Because of my Flurry token.
Okay, well, I'm Dash, so I'm probably not particularly interested in blocking, and yeah, that pans out. You know what, I take the 5.
You say no blocks.
Yes.
I have defense reaction in my deck.
Attack reaction, you mean?
Sorry, I said defense reaction. I have attack reaction in my deck, so let's play this Display of Craftsmanship, which is a blue, unfortunately, but I think it's good enough here. For 2 resource, I'm going to give my weapon +2, so it goes up to 7. And if the weapon has been sharpened this turn, I can put a counter on it. So this comes in for 8, Simon.
Oof, okay, yeah, that's much more damage, but that's fine. I can take 8.
You go to 27, and then I'm going to break the chain, because I need to use my Brave Forge Bracers.
Yeah, the new legendary equipment. It's kind of on a bargain here.
Yeah.
I really love this card in the deck because every turn when you have a resource left over, you can just give +1 to your weapon.
Exactly. So I'm attacking you with my leftover resource for 7 over here.
Why? Because it has 3 counters on your Zenith Blade. Yeah, that's pretty massive. So let's see what I do on my turn. I think it's probably best for me to block with my Heavy Industry Power Plant and take 5. Go down to 22.
Okay.
So I'm almost halfway to your level.
Almost half of my level. I go to Arsenal and I pass the turn to you. But before you take the turn, I gotta shout out the sponsor of the show. We have CARDTRADER. You know, we talked to you about how to improve this deck with €50. Well, you can save on shipment if you buy on CARDTRADER. That's actually how we got the €50 together. You just buy the cards, they go to your hub, and then you only have to pay 1 shipment. That's very, very convenient. And if your first purchase on code Mengu, you save 5% discount. You find infos in the descriptions, as well as, of course, Heavy Play. This is the newest, fanciest deck box. You can use with your powerful magnets. You can carry around your dice box, and it is very, very convenient. I love the way they are very small, but actually super fancy. So been using Heavy Play a lot, and look forward to. There's a lot of innovation coming in Las Vegas at the MagicCon, which I'm heading out very soon. as well as you, Simon.
Ooh, well, that sounds intriguing.
Yeah. So draw my 4 cards, and you can go.
Okay, so yeah, you've been pushing me here. I've been doing a bit of setup. Now it's time to capitalize on that setup. So start of my turn. Boom grenade. It goes away if I can't remove a steam counter from it. So bye-bye. You did nothing for me, and that's okay. And I still have this Techno Pounder. This one works differently. It just stays around with the 3 counters on it. And I'm going to start my turn by using this heavy industry power plant. So I block with this card for 2. It has temper, so it can block once and then still use its ability that says I pay 1, and whenever I boost this turn, I gain a resource. What is boosting? I told you, I will show you in a moment. 2 resources left over here. And now I'll play a card with boost, and it's one of the best ones. 0 to 60. So this one says, well, it just says boost, which means I banish the top card as I play it, and if it's a mechanologist card, this one gets go again. So all my cards are mechanologist.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a way where you play cards that are not mechanologist?
No, not in this mechanologist. There are other mechanologists that like don't use boost mechanic to for this reason, but this way here, the 0 to 60 comes in for 6 plus 2 from the Techno Pounder, remember. So this is 6 damage, and I get a resource back already. So now I have 3. I'm just going to use this die for my resources, I think. And this is 6 with go again. And I check my top card once again. I can do that at all times.
All right, so you're attacking me with 0 to 60. I plan on blocking something, but maybe you have some Hornets later in the game, later in the turn, so I'm taking this 6.
Okay, and I will not play a boom grenade off the top.
All right.
You just take 6 damage.
34, I go.
And then I'm going to break the chain.
Okay, this one we're going to keep it here as a reminder.
Yes, exactly, because that effect lasts all 3 end of the turn. I'm going to play this very powerful non-attack action, Spark of Genius. This is a dash specialization, and it costs XX, but you basically always play it for 0. So I'm going to play this for X equals 0, so I search my deck for an item that costs 0 and put it into play. And then if I boosted this turn, I get to draw a card. Unfortunately, this one does not have go again.
But your item that you're going to boost is going to grant you that ability. This card is super powerful. It is not in the Armory deck, so you definitely need it if you want to improve the dash deck.
Yes, and I'm going to get a backup protocol red.
I didn't expect this.
So this is another, well, yeah, you will not expect what's coming here. So this is another card that has crank, so it enters with a steam counter, but I can remove the steam counter to get my action point back. And that's what I'll do. So, you know, essentially, I give Spark of Genius go again that way.
So it's like Spark of Genius was this card.
Yes, exactly.
No changes.
And drew a card. That's what's so powerful about it.
That's true, because you've attacked once. We don't cut here. You can draw anyway. You can draw a card. Yes. Wow. So that's crazy strong Spark of Genius.
Okay, the card I drew was very good for making my turn pop absolutely off.
Okay.
And
I don't like it.
It just comes in for 1 damage here. Techno Trebuchet comes in for 1. The next attack I boost gets +2. So I boost this one, it gets go again. And I have to banish one of my best cards, Maximum Velocity. Before damage, I check my top card. I also get a resource from my chest here.
Of course.
And yeah, it's fine. You can take the 1.
I take 1, 33.
Now, I get to showcase what my hero ability is, other than just looking at the top card.
Okay.
Because once per turn, I can play an item from the top of my deck by paying 1 extra.
Okay.
So this is an item that costs 0, and I pay 1 for it. And it's one of the strongest one that came with this Armory deck, Cerebellum Processor. This one also has crank, but it enters with 2 counters. I decide to remove 1 counter to get the action point.
Yes.
And now before, whenever I cranked, it was just getting the action point back. But this time, I'm playing this as an instant, which meant I still had my action point from go again here, and this one gets me an extra action point. So now, you know, I can send 2 attacks that would normally consume my action point.
Very strong. Or you can attack with the Symbiosis Shot.
Exactly. Or can use the processor itself, which I
card.
spend an action to draw a card, yeah. So I'm going to check the top here. Okay, that is not the worst, but I don't really think it's super necessary right now. So I'll send a Sprocket Rocket at you. It comes for 3 plus 1, so it's 5 damage with this one, and I get a resource back.
Okay, so I was planning on blocking some amount in this turn, and I'll choose to do this now. I'll block 3, so I'll take 2 damage. 31.
That's fair. I am good to send my big attack here, and it is a maximum velocity. This one costs 2, but attacks for 10. The thing is, I can only attack with it if I've boosted 3 times this turn. So there's these 2 and the 0 to 60 from earlier. That's the 3rd time. So this one comes in for 10 here and eats up one of my action points.
2 mana 10 is crazy stats. I have to block it out. I'll block 5, 7, and 8, taking 2 damage.
That all checks out. Now we get to use the cool thing about Cerebellum Processor. So I'm going to close the chain, but I'm not done yet with my turn.
Oh, you have the...
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to use the processor here to draw the top card of my deck, and then use Achilles Accelerator, which is my leg piece here, that gives me an action point if I boosted this turn. So spend my action to draw the card, use this, and I get my action point right back.
Right, wow. So you get 2 action point extra this turn.
Yeah, exactly. I can spend 3 action points. Then I use my backup protocol. I haven't explained what this one is yet, but I can play 2 to destroy it and get a red attack action card from my graveyard to my hand. And you know which one I'm gonna get?
No.
I'm gonna get the maximum velocity.
Use a resource.
And I do have a blue in hand here that I drew off the top.
God.
So I get to send 10 once again.
All right. So you attacked for how much this turn? Like 30? What was it?
Probably more than that, yeah. There's more coming with these items I've set up.
Take 10 here. I have to send the turn back. Oh my god. It really shows the power of dash, doesn't it? So at least this chess piece is gone. This guy gave you so much resource this turn. And then you still have a Tickle Pounder for the future and the Cerebellum Processor to draw extra cards. So very, very scary. But let's try to do my own stuff over here. I've got a blue pitch for a Briming Blade. Once again, this is the very powerful Majestic that sharpens twice the Zenith Blade.
But you don't have a Flurry, though.
You say that, and they have an Edict of Steel Yellow, but thankfully, it doesn't matter the color. If these cards have counters, I could even play the blue here. So I get a counter here, and I get a Flurry token. So for 1 resource, I can attack you for 6 with Go Again.
Yeah, that's 6 with Go Again, and then you can attack me again for 6? This hand is just not very good. And what do I have on top? Nothing. I am just going to block this one out for the full 6.
All right, I'm attacking for 6 again.
And this one I take.
Okay, so you go down to 16. So we're 19 to 16. The game is very close right now. Okay, I pass the turn, draw my 4 cards.
I also realized that I forgot to put 2 counters on my Symbiosis Shot the last turn.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it. What were this?
Yeah, and processor.
Okay.
Yeah.
You probably won't use them all even, but...
Yes, I will. Yeah, I probably won't use all these 4 counters because well, usually what the weapon does later. So at the start of my turn, I remove a steam counter from my processor, so I only have 1 more turn left to use it. And I'll start my turn with a 0 to 60 that I boost.
Ooh, so that's gonna be 6 damage.
Gonna come in for 6. Check my top.
I'll do no reaction. Do you have it? Sorry, no blocks. Do you have any reaction?
I think this may actually be worth no blocks, you say. Yeah, I think that's worth it. I have a Boom Grenade on top, but I'll pitch a red to play it.
Ooh.
So this is the one, again, I can play it with Dash's ability here, and I can crank it when it comes into play, so I get the extra action point. And when you get hit, you take 4 extra damage, and you choose not to block.
All right, wow, I didn't expect this to go as perfect as it did.
Wait, what do you mean perfect?
I
thought you were going to say wrong.
I'm gonna go toe the line, which I can discard it to prevent 2 damage and make a Flurry token.
Okay.
And I have a
D-React.
D-React.
No, that's a perfect 6 even. Not even 2 D-Reacts to overblock.
6. So
I get to opt.
I get to look at the top card of my deck, and I can choose where to put it. I think it's a nice card. I'll leave it on top. So yes, this 0 to 60 is fully blocked, and hopefully your Boom Grenade does not attack, does not connect. You have Go Again, but the Symbiosis Shot, which is on 5 by the way, does not work on the Boom Grenade.
Oh, true. Yeah, I did forget another trigger there. There's a lot to keep track of with Dash. Okay, I still have a chance here. I'm gonna check the top, and okay, that works. So I'm going to start by using my Bracers of Belief.
You don't have any attack, Simon.
No, I'll get to it. This one says I reveal the top card, and basically if the top card is red, my next attack gets +2.
Yes, because it's banned in Silver Age.
That's another Sprocket Rocket. And
it's an action, so we clean the...
Yeah, that's an action. We clean up here. And then I still have 2 action points, so I get to use my Cerebellum Processor to draw the top card of my deck.
Okay, let's hope you don't have item or equipment on top of your deck.
And I do. So I boost with this, and it's coming in.
Oh my god, it is.
Yeah, so this one says if it boosted an item, it gets +1. So it's coming in for 6 damage on this one as well. So
Okay.
With 2-card hand, I send 6 into 6. And you have to block it out, otherwise the boom grenade hits.
All right. Thankfully, I am ready to block it. I have a 3, as well as my headpiece, which has a lot of nice words on it, but I'm just going to use it for the blade break. And so I'm going to full block it for 6 here.
Yeah, that works out. And yeah, your nice Brave Force Braziers has Battle Worn, so it still gets to stay around and be used.
That's what legendary equipments do.
I'm going to finish my turn here by sending 2 damage with the Symbiosis Shot. This is a weapon, it attacks for 2, and I can remove a Steam counter to attack with it without having to pay anything.
Yes, thankfully, again, it doesn't pop the boom grenade, so I just took 2 vanilla damage and go to 17.
Yeah, and Mengu got very rewarded for not blocking on the last turn. You might think it's very tempting when you get hit by 10 for maximum velocity to just diminish some of that damage, but here, got to diminish even more.
Yes, against dash, it's very important that you keep some equipments to block out the boom grenade turn. Alright, so I only have 1 card in hand, and I'm not attacking with my Zenith Blade. I'm gonna just arsenal this card and set up for next turn. That's something that happens a lot in Flesh and Blood. You have setup turns. Thankfully, my Flurry doesn't destroy, so I'm gonna hold it for next turn. It's not like a Might or an Agility token.
Yeah, that's like how Hala is so good at like blocking out and then setting up things, because like you could just make the Flurry and just sit on it until you have the good hands.
Yes.
So there's a lot of changes we made to the deck, is that we made sure to only play the top level cards that could use the Flurry token.
Yeah, drew 4 and up to you, and I'm gonna farewell those 2 items here.
Yeah, I have a very sad start to my turn, as both of these no longer have a Steam counter, and I have to sacrifice them at the beginning of my turn. So they're gone. And it's not like my hand is, you know, extremely good, but it's pretty good. I can still do a lot here. So I'm going to use my headpiece here. This is the card that unlocks my hand. And yeah, it works. It works. It works. So I destroy Visitronic Model I. It says, whenever I boost this turn, I can draw a card and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. So I can just fix my hand a little bit. And I will start out by attacking you with this Zipper Hit. So I boost it, and it's gonna come in for 7 off of the Techno Pounder. That's the last time this one is used. And then my Visitronic triggers, of course.
True.
So I get to draw a card and put this card on top.
All right, Zipper Hit is gonna connect. I'm gonna say no blocks.
Yeah, before damage here, Visitronic did not just fix my hand, it also enabled me to put an item on top of my deck, so now I can play it, and it's the yellow Boom Grenade.
Okay.
So I get to play this one, and again, I can crank it, so I get my extra action point, and I get a counter on my Symbiosis Shot, and now, if the Zipper Hit connects, you take 3 extra damage.
It does connect, I don't have defense.
You don't have defense reaction this time?
So I take 10 here.
Wow, full 10, down to 7.
Down to 7, Boom Grenade is gone. At least it was a yellow one though.
Yeah, that's, okay, that's so close though. I will then send a Throttle here. So this is boosting coming for 6 damage. And I get to trigger this draw card, put back on top. So I guess we do that. Oh.
I'm gonna block you for 4 this time with a Fate Foreseen. Checking the top of my deck.
4. That is...
So I take 2 here.
That is really good for you to block 4 in this one.
Down to 5.
You go down to 5. I can send my Symbiosis Shot. Cost me an action point to attack you for 2.
Oh, so you attack for 2 twice.
Yes, I can still attack you for 2 again.
All right. I think I have to keep my whole hand if I
Oh my
want to.
god, that's so scary.
So
I'm at 16 though.
I'm gonna go to 3.
I attack you once again for 2.
And then
spend my last action point.
And then I go to 1.
You go to 1.
Oh my god.
Okay, so close.
It's close, it's close. You don't have items, you don't have equipments, but I'm at 1 life with just 1 piece of armor left over. Okay, Simon, it's my time to do some shine. Some sharpening the blade. I'm gonna start with Sharp Incline, which says sharpen target sword I control. And then if it has 1 or more +1 counter, my next attack costs 1 less to activate. Is that okay by you?
Yeah, that works out fine.
I'll attack with my Zenith Blade for 4. Go again, and you can attack an additional time.
All good. I mean, if I don't need to block, I should be fine. So I go to 12.
12. Break the chain as I can attack again. The Sharp Incline only lets me discount the first attack, unfortunately. But that's fine. I have a Dusk Path Pilgrimage over here, which is my way to play around the flurry and maybe attack multiple times. So I'm going to give +3 to my next weapon, and if it hits, I may attack with it an additional time.
Okay, but it does not have go again on the second attack, though.
It doesn't, but I have my refraction bolters. Ooh, can I sacrifice and let my weapon attack one more time? So this time, Simon, I'm coming at you for 7 damage.
Yeah, and 7 is so this only lets you attack again if it hits.
Yes, currently this card does not go again and is not able to attack. But whenever a weapon attack, I control hit, I may destroy this and gain an additional combo.
And this one triggers as well to let you attack again.
Yeah, so you would love to block 7, but
blocking 7, I can't do that.
7 is annoying.
My hand literally cannot block 7.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you might just be dead then.
No. I mean, I guess I take. Okay, so I take what 7 now, and then 4 next time. So that's 11. I can actually still live. So I'm gonna say no blocks.
Bad news for you. I have a majestic.
No.
Blade Flurry. This says target weapon gets +2 and my next weapon gets +2. So because of Blade Flurry, this Zenith Blade hits you for 9. You go to 3. Then I can sacrifice my refraction bolters to be able to gain an attack. I go again. And this one says I can attack with my weapon again.
So the third time you're sending in here?
So I can pay 1 resource and attack with Zenith Blade. This time is coming in for 6.
Wow. And I'm at 3 life, so I just literally have to block with both of my attack actions.
Okay.
Wow, that's so brutal.
End of turn, I remove the counter and I pass the turn to you. So you're at 3, but I'm at 1. This game is very, very close now.
Okay, yeah, it certainly is close. You're at 1. So I can attack with just this. Like, the issue is I only have items here, so I can just attack with Symbiosis Shot.
That's it?
Yeah, that doesn't do very much. I think I'm gonna have to just do a gamble. Little gamble.
What's a gamble?
I play a Cerebellum Processor.
Okay, you get an action point.
I get an action point. This one gets a counter. I get my action point back. So right now, I have to spend that action point just to draw a card.
But you knew what it was.
I knew that it's a red, it's an attack, and I have a blue in hand, so I can attack with this. Except I don't have any more action points. Unless there's an item up top.
Oh wow, that's a big gamble.
Yeah, you ready to see? No, it's a 0 to 60. I just have to pass the turn.
Oh wow.
I think I arsenal this thing because it doesn't block, and it's your go.
Okay, well, love to hear that. I think it's time to use the Hala ability here.
Oh, right, yeah, so what can she do?
Yeah, so Hala ability is pretty expensive. You'd rather use other cards to sharpen the sword, but when you have full tempo, and I don't have a way to, just sharpen my sword or make a flurry, I think it's important. So I'm gonna use Hala, I tap it, and I put a counter on my Zenith Blade, which now has the ability to go again. And then I'm going to play a yellow Edict of Steel, which lines up perfectly because it says I sharpen my sword, and if I have 2 counters, I get to make a flurry. So once again, bailed out by the Edict of Steel yellow. Okay, so you know how in Flesh and Blood you're supposed to pitch the blue and play the red, but this time, you know, the game is crappy enough that I think I can get away with it. I'm casting Red Flash, which is a blue from the most recent set, the Compendium of Wraith, and it says, whenever a sword I control hits a hero, I may remove a +1 counter. If I do, I lose 2 life. And Simon is at 3, so if it hits, it's dead. So this literally just puts lethal on the stack right now.
Yeah, that's actually brutal. It's like your own boom grenade.
Yes, and Pitch Fate for Scene, and then attack with Zenith Blade for 5. Go again, and I can attack with it an additional time.
Okay, and I have to block full on this.
Yes,
so,
or the Red Flash will get you.
Yeah, I'm going to block 6 on this thing.
Okay, I don't have any resource, but finally it's time to use my chess piece, the Paragon Plate. I can tap it, remove a +1 counter, and I gain a resource. And now I get to attack again for 4, and once again it has a on-hit death, because if Simon only blocks for 3, takes 1, I can remove this 1 and make you lose 2 life. So it is very powerful. You have to give me your whole end here, Simon.
I block for 3.
Oh, you do?
And then I have an item, and items do not block. So I take 1 damage.
Oh my
go
god.
to 2.
You are dead here because I remove this +1 counter and you lose 2 life.
Good game, Mengu.
Perfect ending. Wow, I honestly didn't expect to win. After Simon double maximum velocity me, I thought I was dead, but I guess I guess Hala kept on doing some very good numbers. I had a lot of defense reaction, and I was able to fight back. But yeah, refraction bolters and definitely the upgrade. Also, the blade flurry was so good in that game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you buy the Hala Armory deck, get the improvement, and go play Warrior, which is a very beloved class in Flesh and Blood. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Simon, for coming. But stay tuned because we're going to have more Flesh and Blood videos. And see you soon.